Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. I'm outside the front of my house. Traffic can be loud here, but it's not traffic heard from sitting on a bus stop, at least, right? So there's growth. I came out to look at what happened. My neighbor Laurel, the guy who helped capture my neighbor's dog the other day, 2 weeks ago, he messaged me some photographs of the front of our condos, me and my neighbors, and their cars. A woman who doesn't live locally, she's homeless and she's crazy, truly crazy. She lives in a different part of Vegas, but she comes out here for some reason and camps out and hangs out. And, well, she somehow got her hand on rust-colored spray paint. And she sprayed my neighbor's house, front of my house, the cars of some of my neighbors. And for some reason, she particularly focused on this little cat angel, which is not supposed to be rust colored. It was like a fake stone. This rock, and that thing, and then my little birdhouse in the window. And then, for some reason, she dug the dirt out of this planter and threw it over there. I mean, I really don't know what she was thinking. But the HOA already painted over the places she sprayed on the house. So they took care of that already within a day. It's just, I don't know. I gotta go to work. I'll talk about it later, maybe. Speaking of the person who does the vandalism, I think that's her little cart. Yeah, she's hanging out. You really can't see her feet, but she's hanging out right just in front of the house. Whatever. All right, good morning, guys. Hi, it is 9:05. That gives me an hour and 25 minutes to get to the airport and check in. We no longer check in at the crew room. We're supposed to check in at the gate and hopefully use an app that does not often work to check in the airport rather than have to go to the crew room, which sounds very modernized for us, but the app doesn't work. And so you end up going to the gate and there's no gate agent, because either they're not there or they're down at the end of the jet bridge, or they're somewhere. But like, how do they know you showed up to work on time? I don't know. It's going to eventually work after some bugs are figured out, but I hate it. Guess who owns the company? Not me. So, ta-da, gotta accept it. Let's see. I hate to disparage anybody. Well, I don't, because sometimes it is fun. But I hate to disparage someone who is really out of control, their own control. Like this woman, this homeless woman that lives, she lives somewhere. The landscaper says he sees her way on the other side of town all the time. He sees her here once in a while. I don't know how she gets around, especially in the heat, but she makes her way to in front of my condo, and she sleeps in the bushes in front of my condo, which makes me sound so full of myself that this homeless person lives in the bushes in front of my condo. Let me flip my hair. I feel very bad, especially because she's not choosing this. She is very, very clearly mentally ill. If you saw her, you'd be like, oh, she's a danger to herself. But here in Las Vegas, how's this for a tangent, right? Good morning. In Vegas, if you refuse help, they don't do it that they can do. If you ask for help or accept it, they can do things. If you say no, years and years ago, you might remember, you may not. Years and years ago, when I lived in my studio apartment, there was a young lady walking down the street in front of a hospital wearing a Johnny, kind of hospital Johnny thing, with a hospital bracelet, no shoes, but she had those hospital socks on that had worn through. So she was wearing them like spats on top of her feet. And she was wandering, and then I later on saw her lying on the ground incapacitated. I called an ambulance because she was clearly in distress. She refused help. They left. That's Vegas. So, long story is, I'm assuming this woman has refused help in the past. She's usually not done anything. I'll come home, and once in a while I'll see her very furtively run through. Once she came through and banged on all of our windows on the first floor, scaring me and the cats out of our minds. I went out and she flew. She ran. And then sometimes she comes through and she rearranges that cat angel sculpture I have. I got it at Goodwill. She'll move it or she'll fix it. If it fell over, she'll set it up. So I was kind of surprised to see that she had spray painted it and the rocks around it. Maybe she thought she was beautifying it, and maybe she thought she was doing something generous and kind. It was upsetting because she also spray painted all over the house. Big smiley face somewhere on the front of my house. I think I'm going to try and insert photos that Laurel took. My neighbor took photos of them. But the HOA sprung into action and had those things painted over, so that's good. Why they can't do something to block the area where she and other people, I'm assuming, sleep occasionally, I don't know why they won't do that, but I don't know. Today is, boy, I've already talked for like 5 minutes. You guys are so patient with me. Today, I'm a flight attendant. I'm not worrying about paint on my house. I'm going to worry about my job right now. Oh, I'll tell you more about that too. Oh my God, there's so much to say. Yeah, today, I am going to end up sleeping in Houston. I know that for a fact. I forget what else we're doing. I don't know really exactly where we're going today. I didn't pay attention to the locations, but the time. We are scheduled exactly 9 block hours today. That's our absolute maximum. Anything over that, they can't schedule me. But they got me to the second. So it's 9 hours, but it's a 12 and a half, almost 13-hour duty day. It's a very long day. It's a very, very long day, and I'm not looking forward to it. But I'll be working with my friend Siren, who I remembered her name finally. She has been grilling me on what kind of baked goods I like. She loves to bake, so maybe she'll bring something to work today. That'd be nice. Worrying about my job. All right, so I have a job. I will have a job when if this JetBlue thing happens. I don't want it to happen, but I can't say that because I'm wearing the uniform of the company I work for. I don't want it to go through, but so they kept telling us in every meeting and every announcement and blah 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 that we're gonna be hiring more people. No one's losing their jobs in this merger, and they're trying to, and I don't believe a word they say. I've watched too many mergers happen, but a couple of my subscribers and viewers, I think they were being helpful and informative. I don't want to see it. It's like being told that your boyfriend's cheating on you. Do you want to really know? Well, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, right? But a few people have forwarded me a link to it. An article that says that in order to try and help the process work, or the DOJ approve this merger acquisition, that they're going to divest themselves of some of my airlines slots in Newark, which is a very common and flight for us, and also I think most of Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is one of our biggest bases. Where are those people going to go? Where are they going to be based? Are they going to be forcefully reassigned? And there's a lot of senior people in Fort Lauderdale. Will they come to Vegas? Will I lose seniority? I am really, it's like I want to know, but I also don't want to know. It's like in the horror movie, you want to see the alien, But do you really want to see the alien, you know? So I'm freshly upset about this news, which I have no control over, and is not happening tomorrow. So I need to let go of some of that. I hope this dump truck sees me coming. You don't see me coming, do you? Yeah, so I know they were sent with love and with hopefully you feel like you can connect with me and you feel safe sharing these things. Please don't. I really don't. I don't want to know. It feels threatening to me, and I just all right. It's 9:14. That gives me an hour and 16 minutes to find a parking spot. There's one there. I'm gonna try and cross my fingers and see when that's closer to the airport. So I will see you later. I'm sorry, this has been like a 10-minute long diatribe. Oh, 2 more parking spots right there. All right, I'll see you guys later. Dunkin' Donuts. I'm so happy they opened up where Starbucks used to be. Got myself a nice coffee, almond milk, 4 sugars, and a coconut donut because I need one. So one of our super upper executives to the company is in the crew room right now, surrounded by pilots, adoring fans. I'm not feeling charitable, and especially after reading that article this morning, but whatever. Like I said, I have no control, no power over anything, so except my own self, and even then sometimes I don't have control. So I'm gonna hang out outside the crew room for a few minutes, enjoy my coffee, and I will see you next wherever I'm going. Am I going to Houston? I'm sleeping in Houston. I don't know what's going on. I'll see you soon. All right, so this is a classic example of when gate agents and flight attendants aren't listening to each other. Well, in this case, it's the gate agents not listening to me. So I'm flying. I sound so fresh today. I'm flying up in front today. I'm flying lead. We're flying on a 321 all day long, which means the only real difference is I don't do a service. I do the first 5 rows with a tray service, but even then, usually it's just the guys doing it on a cart. So my main job on a 321 is to communicate with the yay, super duper. I heard a door and I'm yay. So what I was talking about is that so we can board whenever he's ready. Yeah, awesome, thank you. Hey guys, yay, it wasn't 3 hours. So our captain called out sick. So they had to call a reserve captain to take this flight. Now, I believe pilots have 3 hours. They can take up to 3 hours to report to work. And we don't know when he was called. So the gate agent wants us to start boarding. This plane holds 228 passengers. Our flight load today is 108. We have 120 open seats, and they want to board like right away. I'm like, but we don't know if we're going to have a captain for 3 hours. And I don't want passengers on the plane. Whatever. They weren't listening. They were doing what they have to do or should do. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just talking at this point. But our captain just showed up. So all of this talking is moot. Let me let you go. I'll see you soon. It is a bright and shiny day here in Kansas City. It is very bright. That flight was very nice. 106 passengers on board. Really, really fun people, especially the front row. We had a really great time. My chaser's awesome. We have 2 chasers on a 321, so there's 5 cabin crew and 2 flight crew. Our captain ended up taking this flight because the first one called out sick. Super, super nice. I've flown with him a bunch of times. He's so great. But yeah, no complaints. We have 145 open seats on this next flight from what we can tell online. So it's another very light load. I On a 321, it just feels weird to have that few people. But yeah, so we're flying back to Vegas, which is going to take roughly 18 hours. That's how it feels. But it should take us about 2:45 maybe. Then we fly off to Dallas. I told you earlier I had no idea where I'm going, but that's what we're doing today. So I will see you in Vegas. This is part of my paperwork. 228 seats, 79 passengers. Crazy town. Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Las Vegas. We are all on the struggle bus. All of us, for different reasons, did not sleep well last night. And then we had to face this long day. I don't think I told you about my experience with Buddy this morning, but we all went to bed about midnight last night, which was a little later than planned. But about 4 o'clock this morning, Buddy woke me up insisting on his treats. Meow, 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 meow. I made the mistake of waking up for a moment, looking at my phone, and that gave Buddy the impetus to say, oh, he's awake. I can get my treats. But he, yeah, meow, meow, meow. So 4 o'clock, I really don't think I slept after that. I dozed, but I didn't really sleep. So the struggle is real. What else? The flight was lovely. 70 some odd passengers. I forget the exact number on that last flight. 71 booked on this last flight of the day. And I'm hoping it's as good as the last two flights. The highlight of this last flight was one of our passengers who's a gold member in my airline. We have silver and gold now, so I have different levels. Lovely, lovely woman. She runs a nonprofit out of Uganda selling pieces of jewelry made out of little beads made of paper. Project Lydia, I think it's called. Really fantastic lady. It might not be her nonprofit, but she works there. I don't know. But yeah, a nice leg, nice leg. I'm hoping the third flight of the day is just as easy and pleasant as the first two, because those were very nice. A little boring, but I'm not going to complain about that. I've got a book for a good reason. But yeah, I will see you in Houston. Oh my God. Hey guys, hi. Do you ever rub your eyes so hard that you can hear them squirt, or like this little noise? Yeah, I just did that. Oh my God, I'm tired. I'm always telling you how tired I am. It's the hardest part of being a flight attendant, is like always being tired and never sleeping. So it is 1:21 in the morning. My clock over there says 1:55. We landed, I don't know, I can't even tell you, a half hour early. Got to the hotel room a little over an hour ago. It's officially the morning of the 13th, which is when bids have to be finalized and submitted by the absolute, I think it's noon East Coast time. So before I jump in bed, I wanted to make sure to go through my bid sheet and make sure that I bid appropriately for what I'd like to do. My last 6 days of September are vacation days. The 1st of October is a vacation day for me. So I'm trying to bid for some time off at the beginning of next month so I can expand that and maybe do something. Who knows? It all depends on my paycheck on the 15th. I've been snacking on grapes and some pumpkin seeds that I bought at, yeah, you guessed it, Goodwill. I bought pumpkin seeds and some walnut pieces for $1.99, and they don't expire until next year, so I was like, fine, I'll buy them. They're delicious. This last flight, 2 hours and 47 minutes. We had a handful of people on board. I don't even know how many were on board. They were all sleeping for the most part. Why did I put these in my mouth? The only complication, or the only potential for complication, was one passenger that coming on board, I was really shocked that our gate agent let her on board. There is a contract of carriage that you agree with when you buy a ticket on an airplane, stating that you will behave appropriately, you'll wear appropriate clothing. Here, she was wearing like this bandeau top, this little like bikini top, with like boy shorts, like literally like underwear, boy shorts, with a pattern all over them, but still it was like a bathing suit with a translucent sheer mesh long piece that went over it. This would be well, not even appropriate, but you would see this on the strip on a hot summer day. You wouldn't see this in the airport, and you shouldn't see it on an airplane. It was inappropriate to be wearing it on the aircraft. She might have felt cute. She might have felt cute, but it wasn't appropriate. My jaw kind of dropped when I saw her walk on the plane. The only thing that was covered appropriately was her head. She had a hat on. Yeah, but she went to sleep, and that's fine. But there was a moment or two I was going to ask the gate agent to come down and please point out why she let her on the plane. But that was it. That was it. My crew was great. Flying on a 321 as lead, you really don't do a lot but communicate and do some trash runs. But yeah, it was a good flight. A very long day. 9 hours block, which is our max. And I think I've already said these things to you guys, so I think I'm going to just stop talking and get in bed because I am wiped. So I will see you sometime tomorrow. My shuttle is 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, so I have time to sleep. I will see you later. All right, night. Oh, it is humid here in Houston, and that shuttle is very loud. Hi. All right, so the last time I saw you, it was early this morning. I did get in bed a little bit later than that. Slept until probably 10 o'clock. Very restful, very nice sleep. And then got up, had a little snack, and then, of course, I started playing, Starfield. So, yeah, I was playing Starfield until about maybe 4 in the afternoon, and I thought, well, you know, I should probably start to think about eating. I should probably think about, like, taking a shower, getting ready. Yeah. Click, 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 click. I'm in the middle of building a new starship and investing all the points I have to invest in. Blah, blah, blah. If you know, you know. And then 5 o'clock, I'm like, I really should eat. I'm starving. I had some pumpkin seeds because I was hungry. A little bit of water, and I'm click, 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 still building that starship. And then 6 o'clock rolls around. I'm thinking, my shuttle is at 7:30. I haven't had a shower. I haven't eaten anything except for pumpkin seeds all day. And my stuff is all around the room. I should probably turn my laptop off. Have we met? Click, click, click. It's 7 o'clock. I look at my watch. It's 7 o'clock. My shuttle is at 7:30. I'm in my underwear. I have not showered. I haven't eaten. My stuff is all over my room. Oh my God. This is flashes of Fly with Stella. That's what's happening right here. So in the course of 20 minutes, I threw my food in the microwave. While that was cooking, I took a quick shower, and then jumped out, threw everything in my bags, and then ate dinner, threw my clothes on, and I'm down here, and it is 7:23. I did it. And the shuttle just pulled up. So I'm very satisfied with my layover, though. I have had a lot of fun. I spent most of the day crafting a series of new starships, because you just can't have one. So I am going to be flying to LA, and then we're flying, then we have a short set, I think, and then we're flying to Dallas, where I think we have a 13-hour layover, so nothing fantastic, but maybe I can fly my starship. Hey there. All right, so I just got my paperwork for the flight. We have 85 passengers, very light loads lately. 85 passengers, one wheelchair. They had the wheelchair in 24C, which doesn't make any sense. I have like 100 open seats, so I just went up to ask if they could move our wheelchair person up front, yeah, one service dog, one wheelchair, one infant. Nice. I'll see you soon. Guys, hi. Hi, sweetheart. It was great to work with you. Hey guys, hi. So we just arrived in LA after what feels like a week in the air. And this amazing couple, I had the greatest time with them. They were so nice. They left their cell phone in the seat after I begged everybody to look for their things. But so I ran down the airport looking for them, but nowhere to find them. Oh my God, I'm winded. Thank you, fellas. Have a great day. Yeah. That was 3 hours and 9 minutes. Very long 3 hours and 5 minutes. But we're keeping the plane. We have about an hour until our next flight back to Texas, Dallas. So I'll see you in Dallas while I catch my breath. Whew. Oh, hey guys, hi. Oh. Welcome to Dallas. I don't know what I told you about this last leg, but it was 115 passengers, something like that, 120 something passengers. We had 2, 3, 4 wheelchairs and 1 aisle chair, which is when someone is non-ambulatory and has to be helped out of the aircraft. He was a very young man. Oh my God, I'll tell you about it in a minute. But only 2 people needed the regular wheelchairs. The rest of them walked off the plane. And like, obviously I have no grudge against someone using a wheelchair, but the Dallas airport at this hour is not equipped with people to come and pick those folks up. So we were just all sitting there on the plane for a very long time. I had 2 UMs, unaccompanied minors. They were brothers. One was like 12 and one was 10. The poor little boy, the 10-year-old, was crying, weeping hysterically when he got on the plane because he did not want to leave his dad. He was coming here to spend time with his grandmother, I think. But he seemed to chill out and get happy because apparently the 2 of them were torturing the girls in the back. So they were very demanding, precocious young people. But eventually the wheelchair folks did come by. The young man who was an aisle chair, he couldn't have been, well, I'm not sure how old he was. He was probably 14, 15 years old, very small. He was physically challenged and I think developmentally disabled as well. I'm not sure the proper way of describing it, but and his mom, who's a tiny, tiny little woman, and his little sister, they're traveling together. And the one guy who showed up to help with wheelchairs, this little teeny guy is like 5'7", 125 pounds, whatever. So I had to help lift the young man into the wheelchair and then into his own wheelchair. And it was heartbreaking. I mean, literally, my heart hurts. Just because he's so disabled, his mom seems like she's doing everything by herself. She doesn't speak English. He doesn't speak English. And it just seems like, oh my God, the challenges they're going to face together as a family. And there aren't legions of people out there eager to help, you know? But when I went to pick him up, he opened up his arms. He reached out his arms like a child would and just here, pick me up. And I did. I just picked him up, lifted him up. I didn't lift with my legs, so my back. Got him in the chair, and then I brought him out, and then I lifted him up properly and put him in his wheelchair. And I was just heartbroken. The wheelchair was not very high-end or expensive or comfortable. It didn't look very comfortable. One of the arms was broken, and I just wanted to be a fairy godmother or something and do something to make their days or lives easier. I don't know. I was just heartbroken. But the little boy, he's loved. His mother just loved him to death. So there's love. There's love. Let's see. We had to wait forever for a shuttle here in Dallas. The front desk person I spoke with the first time seemed very nice. We waited for 40 minutes and then I called again, and it was a young lady here at the front desk who did not have the guts. She did not have the balls to even look at me because she was so sassy on the phone. And I did point it out. It's one of the luxuries of being 54 years old. I don't care if strangers are, whatever. I'm clearly not even thinking clearly. All right, so I need to go to bed. It is 6:12 in the morning, and I'm wiped out. So I will see you guys later on this afternoon. Our shuttle is at 6 p.m. Our showtime is 6:43, I think. We'll be flying to San Jose, California, and then to Las Vegas. So it should be a slightly easier day than today and yesterday. So I will see you after I've had some sleep. All right, bye. Okay, let's get today started. Today should be easier than the first 2 days of this trip. It's just one leg to San Jose, California, which is a fairly long leg, but then it's one very short leg back to Las Vegas. So it'll be an easier day than the past two. This has been a very high credit trip, but also exhausting. Let's see, I've done a last minute check around my room to make sure that I haven't left anything behind. It's a very comfortable room. I just realized though, about a half hour ago, there is no microwave, and I should have remembered that. So I'm gonna head downstairs a few minutes early to microwave my dinner/lunch. It's more pot roast, mashed potatoes, carrots, and green beans. Thank you, Sprouts, for that. This little seating area has been my little haven for the past 3 or 4 hours because you know I was playing Starfield. I did get plenty of sleep last night, so I should be good to go. I don't know who my chaser is, but I'll find that out later on. Let's go eat. I'll see you soon. Oh, hey guys, hi. So there's a candy store here at the airport, and I need candy. I need chocolate. I need something. KCM, the computer was down, and there were like 15 people waiting for KCM to be logged into or whatever. My coworker and I decided, like, we waited. Forget it. We'll go through TSA, and then they pulled all of my bags and wanted to search them all. I'm like, it was just frustrating. It was an awkward experience, but I think it's going to be Twix. Yeah, Twix. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Welcome to San Jose. I've never been here before. I hear it's nice. There's a song, you know, do you know the way to San Jose? So that flight was very nice. 3 hours and 14 minutes. I'm flying on a 319 today, which holds 145 passengers. I'm flying lead up in front, which means I'm by myself. I don't have a chaser on this plane. So it was kind of boring to a degree, but I had some amazing passengers up in the front that really kept things going and fresh and awake, so that was good. Just a really nice flight, nothing crazy. We did have 1 or 2 babies on board that were babies. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, you can't get mad at them. It was just Mariah Carey meets Dolphin. You know, that high-pitched, never-ending note. One of our passengers was like, I need an emergency Crown Royal, please. You got it, sir. Nice flight. Again, our passengers in the front row were just the saving grace. So there's that. Let's see, what else did I tell you? We're flying back to Vegas, and I'm done. This flight's 1 hour and 4 minutes. We are completely booked. This plane holds 145 passengers, and that's what we have tonight. So let's go back to Vegas. I'll see you there. Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to Las Vegas. Welcome back to my car, Shimi. It must have rained while I was away because the entire car is covered in speckles of dust. You can see it all through here. So today was very strange. It was the easiest of our days, but it almost harder. I don't know why. The first leg, easy. 3 hours, 14 minutes. Great passengers. Part of the reason it was so good and so easy was that I had amazing connections with some of our passengers. Now, it's harder to facilitate that kind of connection with passengers on an hour flight late at night. So it didn't happen. And that's fine. I'm sitting up in front by myself with a book. We did not have an opportunity to do a snack or a beverage service because of the brevity of the flight plus the turbulence. So it was just an hour of sitting there, which should have been easy, but it wasn't. Did I mention there's only one lavatory on the plane today? The other one was non-functional. It was in up. So the back was just a non-stop parade of people. So I felt bad for the girls in the back. But we had one family on board. I can't even talk to the camera. I'm so like disassociated. We had one family on board, and I really can't share my true feelings on camera. But I've rarely ever had such a difficult time controlling my frustrations with a particular family. There was no control over the when I did ask the parents to try to please, just for the children's safety, please have them stay. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't happen very often, that kind of behavior, because people usually know that I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I got the yeah. Yeah, that didn't work. That really didn't work. It didn't go very far. But it was a long it was a long 3-day trip. This was a lot. I am gonna I'm filming now because I can't film while I drive because I just don't feel very focused. So I'm gonna stop and grab like a taco or something at Taco Bell, and just enough to get me home. I'll eat at something at home, probably some cereal. Blah, 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 rambling with no good information. So let me stop talking. I will see you on my next trip. My next trip, I always say I'm going to stop talking, and I keep talking. I've got 2 days off, and then I have a double Boston layover. So I'm very, very excited about that because September in Boston is just lovely. At some point, I'll tell you about my schedule for October. I got my first choice, 81-hour credits for the schedule. So I'm very, very pleased with that. Blah, blah, blah. I keep talking. I will see you guys later. Fly safe. Bye.